Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn. Giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, why don't you join in? Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Yep. Sometimes that's all I can say. Yep. Man. How far I've come is really unbelievable. But I finally figured it out, man. God allowed me to have the life I've had so that I can become experienced at so many different things. And in this experience, when I'm talking and sharing with people, I will be able to relate to a lot of different circumstances. Not exact, but just the circumstances, you know. If a person comes to me and they say, man, I've been down and out. Okay, well, I know what that is. Man, I didn't have any direction. Okay, got that, been there. Man, at one point in time, man, I just kept piling mistake on top of mistake. Okay. So, I think what I'm trying to say to everybody is when you're going through life and life is dealing the cards that it deals, I want you to understand that life deals everybody these cards. The disappointment card, the setback card, the failure card, the mishap card, the unexpected misery card. Everybody gonna get the grief card. Everybody gonna get the rash of bad decision card. Everybody gonna get them. Understand that going in, that everybody is gonna get these cards. Is how you play them, though. From time to time, one more time, it's how you play them. From time to time when I'm watching TV, I love to watch the World Series of Poker. I like watching poker tournaments on TV because it's really weird what's happened to sport, to poker. They're actually trying to call it a sport, and it's the everyday guy that doesn't have to be athletically inclined or anything, who has a shot of winning a title if they play their cards right. The best poker players in the world don't have the best hands. They just make the best plays. I've seen guys win a hand with 9-2 in their hand. That's nothing. And win their hand because they knew the bluff. They knew the odds. They calculated risk. They made the stakes higher than the other person was willing to pay. They gave off the illusion that they had something when in actuality they had nothing. So what I enjoy about poker and watching it is that these people here play the hand they dealt. And it ain't always a good hand. But it ain't whether your hand is good. And it ain't whether you're going to get dealt bad cards or not, because you're going to get dealt some bad cards. Everybody ain't finna get 2 bullets in their hand. You ain't finna get 2 aces when you get dealt, when you play and draw poker. Some of your cards going to be nothing, but you got to turn that nothing into something. So when you get dealt these cards in life, it ain't the fact that you keep getting them dealt. I was talking with a young person yesterday, and we were talking. And we keep having the same conversation over and over and over. And they could not understand why they were not moving forward. But I said, you don't understand. Every time we talk, we have the exact same conversation. It is simply because you keep getting your cards and you playing them the same way. See, until you make a conscious decision to do something different, the results will continue to be the same. See, here's the way this works. When you're dealt the disappointments in life, it's how you handle the disappointments that determine the outcome and who you are. Because everybody gonna be disappointment. Everybody gonna lose a loved one. Everybody gonna make a bad decision. Everybody gonna wake up one morning and have done something they regretted. Everybody gonna get caught at the wrong time. Everybody gonna make a mistake. It ain't just you. It is how you play your cards when they get dealt to you that determine who you are. Now, how do I play my cards better? First of all, it's a mindset. Quit looking at everything as just the end when it happens to you. Oh, Lord, woe is me. No, everybody got your circumstances somewhere. It ain't, oh, woe is me. It's, hold on, man, okay? Let me play this out to see how God done connected this to something else. See, soon as a person have a setback, what's the first thing a lot of people do? They go straight negative. I can't seem to get a break. I can't seem to move forward. Hold on, man. Do you realize this could be connected to something? See, you got to understand, man, that this thing is all connected, that you're not having these mishaps and these spills and accidents and falls for no reason. It's so you can become experienced at them. So when he takes you to the next level, when it happens again, you'll have know-how and how to handle it. If you keep throwing yourself off the cliff every time something happens, you're just going to be a cliff diver. Man, stop tripping yourself out. I was talking to this young person. I kept saying, and you know what they tried to tell me? I'm trying to stay positive, but the people around here, they just killing that. Oh, I see. So when you learn something and you know something, you don't take ownership of it. You allow other people to come into what you know and believe and shake it loose from you. I don't care who you are, you're not doing me like that. Here's the deal. I have a gift that was given to me from God. That is the gift of comedy. That's what I've done. I've made the bulk of my living on that skill set right there. There are comedians who are supposedly friends of mine, who I've worked with, who get around in huddles with one another, and they say, man, Steve really ain't funny. I don't see what they be laughing at. He ain't funny to me. He wasn't the funniest king to me. Excuse me. You're irrelevant in this conversation. Because irregardless as to how you feel about me, there are people think that I'm knocked down, keel over funny. But more importantly, I own the gift that God gave to me. I take ownership of his blessing. Because you don't think it's so. You ain't taking that from me. Stop letting people steal your joy. Stop letting people take what you're supposed to know. Look, I'm a kind person at heart. Man, you ain't nothing. Now you sitting there going, man, I guess I ain't. What you tripping for? You are a kind person. Own that. Take ownership of it. Stop letting things God has given you be taken away from others. The devil's a cold player, and he got cold players working for him, just shaking, just taking stuff from you. You know, I'm a hard worker. I really am intelligent. You stupid. Man, I thought I was a hard worker, man. They came in here and said I was stupid, man. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. What? Excuse me. You're a very bright person. Hey, y'all, take ownership. When God gives you something, blesses you with a gift, a talent, a skill set, a mindset, own it. Don't let people come in here and take it from you, man. Okay, I probably shouldn't have went there.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. When you think of love, you gotta get it on your mind. Ha. Come on. When you think of love, you gotta get it on your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old school opening brought back. No, that's it. That's it. Yeah, could do a third one, but I don't want to.
Do one more. Give me one more.
When you think of love,
He's so easy, isn't he?
gotta get it on your mind.
Yeah. Drop the mic.
No. Put
Be
yours
here all
down.
week. Enjoy your dinners.
You're loud, Jay. Blew my eardrums out with that.
Well, wherever you go, I'll follow.
I
That's
know.
Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, Steve. Good morning.
Carla Farrell.
What's happening? Hey, crew.
That's a player named Junior.
Morning, morning, everybody.
Full compliment this morning. Jay, Anthony Brown.
Oh, I got barbecue sauce on my mind.
You need to make up your mind, dog. You either gonna have the diabetes, you got some other. And now you talking some damn barbecue sauce. Your ass need to be drinking green drinks.
I got barbecue sauce.
Big doggy dog.
Yeah, okay.
Pop top.
Is he a vegan or not? He just said
He
sauce.
need to be.
I'm a vegan.
He just said sauce. What are you putting it on?
Well, I was just thinking
Lettuce?
about it. I don't.
She said lettuce.
What do you, I mean,
What you eating, Jay?
yeah.
You need to make
What
your
are you
mind
eating?
up.
Plants. I eat plants. Just plants. Just eat plants.
Man.
That's a miserable existence
I
on
know,
a
it's
holiday,
horrible.
isn't it?
Horrible. Now, I haven't had chicken in a long time. I get in an Uber the other day. Lady say, "You been eating chicken?" I'm like, "How much chicken have I eaten that I still smell like chicken?"
It's coming out your pores, Jay.
It's coming out my butt.
I love it, Jay.
Wow.
So everybody have a good weekend.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
Good,
Yes.
man. That's
Yes.
great.
Yes, we did. How
Had a
about you?
blast.
How about you?
I did Saturday. I went to watch my wife work out. She made me.
All right.
She made you.
Yeah, I didn't want to go. Steve, go to
okay.
bed.
Oh,
I said,
okay.
all right.
was
So I
encouraging.
went, watched her work out.
Motivation for her.
It was exhausting. Then we went to breakfast after that.
Nice.
Nice little time together. And then I've been in the house every minute since then.
Really?
What?
You didn't,
Don't it feel good?
I love being in the house, but you didn't do anything? You didn't do anything for the holiday?
Like what?
Like
Yeah,
barbecue.
barbecue.
and stuff.
Excuse me, like
Yeah.
barbecue?
Oh, we
Yeah.
barbecued
Like what?
all weekend long, but that ain't-
Yes.
yeah.
So did we. So did we.
Yeah, and yesterday was a nice day, so, just
Yeah.
sat outside. If you was in the sun, it wasn't bad. This weather's crazy. It's hotter in Atlanta than it is. Hotter in Atlanta and Chicago than it is in L.A.
South Carolina.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And Donald Trump says that, global warming is a hoax.
Doesn't exist, yeah.
Warming.
All right, well, listen, we'll come back and find out more about our weekends at 32 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so when we left off, Steve, you were telling us about your weekend, your holiday weekend, Memorial Day.
Yeah, I ain't do nothing. I felt great. I didn't
That's
do nothing. I didn't
good.
leave the house.
Good not to do things.
That's a good feeling.
One of my sons called me. I cussed him out. And,
Okay.
That felt good, didn't it? Didn't it feel
man.
good?
And see, man, Tommy, you ain't at the age where you can cuss your boys out, except that oldest one, Trey. But, the rest of your kids, you got to talk to them and, reason
Was it an
with 'em.
overdue cussing, Steve?
Did you cuss him out like that
I
lady?
don't know if it was overdue. Yeah, it was kind of
Facebook?
like. Yeah, I cussed him out pretty good. It wasn't a bad cuss.
keep forgetting.
I've had way worse.
Mm-hmm.
I've had way worse. Way, way worse. It wasn't mild. Wasn't nothing. I'm sorry, Dad. Yeah, I know. Later. Click.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, wasn't nothing bad.
Hey, so
Then,
you said earlier you went to watch Aunt Margie work out. You didn't work out with her?
And he's
You
very
caught up on
comfortable
working
with
out?
that.
You caught up on working out?
You overdue. You just overdue. You just cheat.
It was.
You don't need to work out or something? Is that what you
It was a
saying?
machine caught your attention and
she
everything.
goes to a public gym. And she works out in like she got a couple trainers,
Are
and
you
so
caught
I
up?
just went out there with her. Yeah. Like I'm good with it.
You just sat back and supported your
Get out of here, Steve Harvey. You don't need to
That
work
was
out.
it.
Get the hell out of here.
You're fine. You look good.
I don't get that, dog. You just sat there and watched the whole hour or whatever.
Yeah. Perfectly. I was perfectly comfortable with it. Talked
With your situation.
to some trainers.
You talked to him, huh?
Yeah. Took a couple pictures with a pose.
You down there being a celebrity.
That's a celebrity mode.
Yeah.
Well, you down there yelling, one more, baby. Come on, baby. One more, baby.
No, I ain't say a word to her.
You ain't say a
Matter of
word.
fact, I ain't even want him looking over here at me. Mr. Harvey, would you like? Nope.
Not at all. Not this weekend, huh?
Watching
Well.
TV?
Yeah, I watched some TV. Watched that comedy special on CNN.
Oh,
Did you watch the game?
No,
Man.
The playoffs?
I ain't even see the game. I forgot it was on.
Oh, man.
Oh, you
God,
were
They
really
were-
chilling.
They
you
were
were
up
on
by
chill.
15 points, man. Up.
Dog. Y'all really thought Milwaukee was going to win?
I thought we was going
Milwaukee. Say it. Milwaukee.
But they had the best record of the year. They was
Dog, it's
You know?
the playoffs, man. Do you know how many times the Raptors have been to the playoffs and been turned their back by Cleveland? Man, they was thirsty.
Well, they got it.
Milwaukee. Ain't nothing happening in Milwaukee.
What?
Not right now.
Not right now.
Nah. It's closed for business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Brewers,
It's closed for business.
Plenty of parking.
plenty of parking.
Wow. Okay. So you missed the game. Did you barbecue? What
Yeah,
else?
yeah,
What
that's
did you
all I
grill?
did. That was it. I mean, I ain't really grilled nothing. My wife grilled all weekend.
What'd you eat?
Really?
Lamb
what'd you eat?
chops,
It wasn't
crab
plants, that's for sure.
legs,
Crab legs,
wagyu
nice.
steak,
Wow.
some
Okay.
baby backs, chicken.
That's a lot of meat.
Yeah, mostly meat.
I like
man.
the
Yeah,
way
I
it
ate
goes
so
on.
much meat, my feet swole up. That's all I can tell you.
Just intake.
That's
Just
a
a
lot.
Yeah,
Some old black stuff right
yeah,
there.
that's old black.
That's some old black man.
I
Raise
ate-
your feet up. Raise
I
your
ate
feet
so
up.
much meat, I got the gout.
Yeah.
Did you cut a hole in your shoe because your toe swole up?
Look at you. Look at you. Let your bunion breathe.
I cannot take you guys this morning. I cannot.
I found this great lady that does manicures and pedicures, but I had to talk to her because her hands be cold.
Yeah.
And last time she did my feet, her hands was freezing. So I told her this time, I said, you got to warm your hands up. Really? My hands are cold? I said, yes, ma'am. They real cold. And when you separate my big toe from the rest of his friends like that, I say it's already traumatic. What it can't be is cold.
So she need to
Oh
warm her
my
hands up.
God, no one's ever said that to me. I don't give a damn what they say. You need to heat your hands up.
So did she do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was much better.
First time she came in, how's that? I
so
said,
nice
no
you can get
warmer.
Your feet worked on. That's cool. I wish I could pull his foot out.
No, you can't, Jay. Your
No.
foot
Ooh,
look
I
like
seen that
Shaq's
foot.
foot.
No, man. No.
Looks like what?
His foot look like Shaq's foot. Except
Oh.
No, it ain't that bad.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh,
It's
yes,
horrible.
it is.
Yeah, you bring this foot out. Oh, come look at foot. Everybody come out back. Look at foot.
Come out from the back.
Oh, when you're in the salon, when you're in the nail salon getting a pedicure.
Can you feel
everybody
that?
come
Can you
out.
feel- just file it down. Don't worry about whether I can feel it. Just file it down.
Somebody asked Tommy, does he have pretty feet? Because I think it'll come across wrong if I say it. Because,
Tommy, do
Oh,
you
they're
have pretty
gorgeous.
feet?
Oh, they're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
wow.
Oh,
what,
yeah.
man?
Wow.
Your feet are gorgeous.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Yeah,
Man, pure.
they're gorgeous.
Yes.
You're pedicured.
Yeah.
Man.
Junior, you get your toes done, right?
I get them done once a month.
Man.
But they ain't gorgeous.
Good
though.
for a
Lucky.
man.
I still got that bunion on that big toe.
Man.
Let me see.
Yeah, I had to
And
say.
I got
That's
no
the-
toenail
they-
on that
they-
little foot. It's just straight skin. So
On the baby toe? Oh,
yeah, you
wow.
just paint that.
You know they got
and-
procedures for that. You know you can fix that. You do know that.
We go from barbecue to toes.
I don't know, but these
I don't know.
visuals.
It's barbecue toes.
No, I don't. I just because Tommy's opinion of himself is
Yeah.
always way higher than anybody else of him.
Yeah.
He thinks his toes are gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Ain't no damage on your foot nowhere.
Dog, them the ugly ass short feet he got.
He's 11 and a half.
Man, quit giving yourself half sizes, and it ain't true. No good hell well you don't wear no 11 and a half.
I'm 11 and a half. Oh, okay, then I'm a 12.
right.
Should I round it off?
You know
right,
good
we-
and hell well you ain't no 12. You couldn't even walk if you had 12.
We're going to run that prank back with the nephew and his gorgeous feet coming up next, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Aladdin is the #1 movie at the weekend box office. But right now, the nephew in the building with Run That Prank Back. What you got, Nev?
Your son is too fat.
Huh? Wait, what?
Somebody need to tell her.
Yeah, you must
Yes.
have my grandmother party yesterday then. Because this little boy, and I said, your son too fat.
You said it to somebody?
Yeah, I said, yeah. He can't keep getting ribs. Everybody ain't got no ribs. Everybody ain't yet.
Your son is too fat. Here it is.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Kathy, please.
This is her.
Hi, Kathy. This is Kirby. I'm actually the owner at the daycare, Minds Daycare, where your son comes.
Okay.
All right. I'm sure you're familiar with my wife, Benita.
Yes, sir.
All right. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Oh, how's our little Devon? How's he doing?
He's good. He's laying down taking a nap.
Okay. You guys been coming here, I guess, about a year now, right?
Yeah, since he was 1.
Okay. Listen, I wanted to give you a call. I'm looking at some information. How is Devon doing at home? Is he eating properly at home?
When you say eating, what do you mean?
I mean,
Like,
is he getting meals every time he's supposed to get them while he's at home?
Yeah. he eats. He's doing pretty good.
Okay. Now, there's no situation where you guys may be a shortage of food or anything like that, are you?
Wait a minute. Shortage of food? No, sir. My husband works real good. We don't have a problem with a shortage of food. Is there a problem with him?
Well, we're looking at the records, and little Devon is 2.
Yes, sir.
Have you looked at the comparison of 2-year-olds, the majority of 2-year-olds, in comparison to, I guess I should say, size, in comparison to Devon's size?
You mean like in body weight, body size? Yeah, I mean, he's a little tall. He wasn't a small child when he was born. He was 10 pounds, but no, he's on the scale of right where he should be. He's just a little, taller because his daddy is tall. But he's doing.
Okay. You don't think he's anywhere in the ballpark of obesity?
At 2, you mean fat?
I mean, I didn't want to be blunt, but Miss Kathy, you're. I mean, your son's.
Let me just say, on a Sunday, I'm relaxing, and we talking about. You think my son is a little overweight, or what? What's the problem?
Well, I think he's fat, and the problem I'm having
think he's
here is
fat?
I'm noticing the records of everything as far
Wait. We need to back up to you think he's fat. I've never spoken to you. Mr. Kirby, is that what you said?
My name is Kirby.
Okay, so every morning that I drop him off for a year and I give my daycare money, Miss Benita has never said anything about his eating habits. So you're telling me that you think my son is fat? Do you deal with him? Do you deal with him on a daily basis?
I don't deal with him on a daily basis. What I'm looking at is records that are showing me that he's eating way more than the rest of anybody at the daycare. And not only that, he's drinking probably a gallon of milk a day.
A gallon of milk? Y'all only get snacks 2 times a day, and he's there only for breakfast and lunch. And how in the hell is he drinking a gallon of milk? And if he is drinking a gallon of milk, do you need me to
away
drink a gallon?
by this, ma'am, but all I know is this.
No, I'm blown away by this because you calling me on a Sunday calling my damn child fat. That's the problem. And your wife has never said a damn thing. Never has she said one thing to me in a year when she collected my damn daycare money. She ain't said my son is eating y'all at a house and home.
Okay, well, my wife's a different person, and she tries to be cordial with everyone.
Well, she's the one who deals with me, Mr. Kirby. I've never met you. Never met you, especially on a Sunday.
Well, the reason why I'm calling you on a Sunday, ma'am, is that I know tomorrow you're going to be trying to drop your son off.
I am going to drop him off. I am going to drop him off.
That's kind of the reason why I'm calling you. Now, here's what we can do. There's
What
two
do you mean?
alternatives here. Either you can keep him at home.
No, I'm not keeping him at home. My husband works and I work. I'm dropping my damn son off at 6:30 like I do every morning.
Okay, ma'am, listen. If we can't get him at the regular weight that he needs to be at,
because obviously you ain't the one that need to be talking to me. Because if you're not there every day, and I deal with your wife,
ma'am, I'm telling you that your son is too big to be. He's too big.
His fat is coming every morning if that's the case. And if he's eating at a house and home, I'll send him some extra. But what I pay my money for is what you're going to feed him for. 2 full meals and 2 snacks. And if he need extra, I'll put some in his bag.
But he's drinking a gallon of milk a day.
I don't care. I don't care. There's no way possible that he can drink a gallon of milk a day.
Okay, ma'am, here's the deal. I don't want you to have to stop bringing your son there.
And I'm not.
Here's my second alternative. I will put him on a diet, okay? I'll give him an apple in the day.
You ain't no damn doctor. Are you from the health food program?
Ma'am, I will give him an apple and a glass of water in the morning, and I'll give him an apple and a glass of water in the evening, and then you guys can feed him when he gets home.
You must be certified in the food program, especially if you sitting up here telling me my damn son is going on a diet, and he's not drinking no water and no apple. He needs a full snack. If the other kids is having an apple and water, then that's what you better be serving him. But if that ain't the case, then hell no, he better get the full snack. So if that's graham crackers and apple juice, well, damn it, that's what my son better be getting. And if he want extra, he better get it.
Ma'am, listen, all I'm trying to tell you is your son drank too much. He drinks too much milk on a daily basis.
Whoa. You need to back the up. I know you did not cuss at me. I know you did.
I did not cuss at you. No. I caught myself.
You got ready to cuss at me. Let me tell you one thing. You ain't got to worry about it. We don't have nothing else to talk about. My husband, me, your wife, and everybody that works at that damn daycare better be there in the morning because at 6:30, we going to be there. And my son, he's coming all week, and he going to eat all week. If he want 2 gallons of milk, he gonna drink it. If he want 2 plates of food, he gonna get it. Because I tell you what, we pay damn good money to come to that daycare. So,
ma'am, let me explain something to you. You gonna bring your child up there? Now, I will put your child on Slim Fast. I was trying not to go to this perspective, but I will.
Fast. Give him some Slim Fast, and you gonna get a Slim Fast whooping. I'm gonna whoop your and whoever gave it to him. Whoever gave it to him, they gonna get a Slim Fast whooping. All them little kids better have some Slim Fast. If he getting some, he better eat whatever they eating. If they eating steak, well, damn it, he better have some too.
If we had steak, he'd probably eat the whole damn cow.
Well, I don't care. I pay for it, but he better not get no Slim Fast. I will shut it the down about my child.
Okay, I got something else you need to know about your son.
What the else do I need to know besides you think my son is overweight? What the else can you tell me today?
I need to tell you this. I need to tell you that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend Lucretia got me to prank phone call you.
What the did you just say? What the did you just say? I'm gonna beat that to death. She know I don't play about my damn son at all. That's my only son. I don't play about him. I'm gonna beat her. Is she there?
No, she's not here.
Hear me?
Baby.
It's on after this. It's on.
It's on.
It is on.
Hey, I got one more thing I got to ask you, baby. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. It's on. I'm whooping.
Tommy,
You gotta know your baby size, okay?
people's kids. All right, listen, coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, the 2019 Steve Harvey Sand and Soul Festival it's going down October 10th through the 14th. Where, Steve? Tell them.
In hot, splendid Punta Cana, Dominican of the Republic.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, events include party at Sea Day Cruise, okay? Showtime at the Apollo.
That's a party during the daytime on the boat show.
Yeah,
Ain't no money.
Showtime
Don't
at the
need
Apollo.
cash. Showtime at the Apollo where they boo.
Well, they boo. You can't sing, they gonna boo you.
They gonna boo.
A foam pool party.
Never been.
Love that.
Oh, we
Absolutely.
kicked it. We had fun.
Yeah, we had a
Absolutely.
good time. We
Yes.
did. Come on, Junior, tell us about the comedy show.
The comedy show.
Yeah, the comedy
The
show.
one where we
Who?
cracking sides in there. On there's Jay, Tony Roberts, and myself will be doing the Tears of Joy comedy show. Where at, Unc?
In Hot Punta Cana.
Yeah. Hot Punta Cana, all you can eat, drink for free, 24-hour room service, limitless resort credits, and a 24-hour casino where you can see Steve Harvey all day.
All
and where,
day.
Unc?
In Hot Punta Cana.
Over 1,000 rooms sold already. This event, I'm telling you people, this event will sell out.
Come on.
Yeah, it
Reserve
will.
your room now. Go
Great
to Steve
Father's Day
Harvey.
gift.
Yeah, go to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com or you can call 800-684-2825. We will see you in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic.
No, it's
Every
not
day.
Punta Cana. It's hot. Super hot Punta Cana.
That's how you
Every
say it.
daddy
Dominican
want-
Republic. Jay,
Yeah.
shut up if you're
I'm gonna
not
finish
coming.
this. I'm coming. I'll be there, but I just
Well,
want to
you
say that.
hopefully you'll be there this year
I'm
because you
gonna-
promised last year you
I'll,
didn't come.
I'll be there. I'll be there. Every daddy wants some hot Punta Cana for Father's Day.
October 10th through the 14th, it is going down, baby. Sand and Soul, Steve Harvey, sandandsoul.com.
Such a deplorable analogy.
800-684-2825. All right, guys, it's time for today's entertainment news and Memorial Day weekend box office report. Well, the movie Aladdin, it stars Will Smith. Man, he's such a superstar. He owns the Memorial Day weekend, doesn't he? I mean, he
Yes,
really does.
yes.
He killed it.
Well,
He killed it.
he took a magic carpet ride at the top of the box office, people. The live-action adaptation of the 1992 animated film earned $112.7 million. Did you hear me? Over the four-day
Yes.
Memorial Day weekend. That easily beat Disney's projection of 75 to 85 million. I would say so. Number 2, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, 31 million. Number 3, Avengers Endgame, still in the top 3, $22.3 million. So there you go for the weekend.
Nice.
Movie
Nice,
box
Will
office.
Smith.
Yes,
You
congratulations.
Go ahead,
man.
Big
Will.
Willie.
He did a
He's
good
really
job. too.
smart, man. He's
Yeah.
really smart with picking movies.
Uh-huh.
He's
Yeah.
really, really good at that,
Yeah.
man. I gained total respect for Will Smith when he did Ali.
Oh,
I did not
got an
think
Academy Award nomination for that.
He crushed Ali. But man, when he did the movie about the concussions in the football world,
Oh, yeah.
I think was it called Concussions?
Concussion,
Or-
I think it was. Yeah.
that his portrayal of that doctor,
Uh-huh.
hey man, that dude can
Spot
act.
on, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That
he
dude
can.
can act, and for him not to get
so
an
good.
Oscar for that was a complete injustice.
Yeah. All right,
Complete.
Steve, you're right. We're going to switch gears here and get some headlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody, and good morning. Welcome back to a lot of folks who took off that Memorial Day weekend. This is Ann Tripp with the news. Well, there were parades and celebrations, cookouts, and quiet remembrances all over the country yesterday for Memorial Day. And in line with tradition, Vice President Pence was at Arlington National Cemetery to honor those who served in the U.S. military by placing a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier.
On behalf of a grateful nation, it is my profound privilege to be here on the hallowed ground of Arlington National Cemetery for the 151st occasion where we gather to pay a debt of honor and gratitude.
President Trump visited Arlington National Cemetery last week before taking off for Japan. 9 members of a Klan-affiliated group spent part of their Memorial Day weekend holding a rally in Dayton, Ohio. Reports are that about 10 Klansmen on Saturday drew about 10 supporters, while nearly 1,000 counter-protesters turned out. They say the racists covered their faces with bandanas and carried the U.S. flag, the KKK flag, and a Confederate flag. However, their speeches were drowned out by the anti-racists banging on drums, playing the tuba, and with a church group singing Amazing Grace. While tensions between the U.S. and Iran have ramped up considerably lately, President Trump says he's nevertheless feeling positive about the possibility of a new anti-nuclear deal with the Persian country. He insists the sanctions he's imposed are working for both the U.S. and Iran. Trump spent the weekend in Japan, which has maintained relations with Iran and is offering actually to help get Iranians and the Trump administration on the same page back to the table and, talking about stuff and negotiating. More rainy and windy weather is headed for Arkansas and Oklahoma this week. Some residents of Tulsa have evacuated their homes because of flooding and closed roads. Forecasters say the storm system is going to move into the Central Plains today. Overnight, a tornado hit the area around Oklahoma. A lot of folks are without power in that area. A high school valedictorian, get this, in Memphis, Tennessee, he's the valedictorian. He's earned more than $3 million in scholarships, and he's actually homeless. 17-year-old Tupac Mosley's father died recently. His family fell behind the bills and they were evicted from their home. Since then, Tupac has been living in a camping site and at a place set up by a nonprofit organization. He's still keeping a 4.3 grade point average. So young Tupac, one wonderful 17-year-old African-American youngster, $3 million in scholarships to go to college. Finally, the movie Aladdin tops all others at the Memorial Day weekend box office, pulling in just shy of $113 million.
You stumbled upon an opportunity. I can make you rich enough to impress a princess. What would I have to do?
There's a cave of wonders. Bring me the lamp.
Oh, great one who summons me, I stand by my oath, loyalty to wishes 3.
Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Tommy, what you got?
We have some special announcements from our church announcement that I need to give to Pastor this morning, if that's all right. I know it's Tuesday, but we have some that are very, very crucial that we need to discuss, if that's all right with Pastor.
I'm not prepared for Tuesday complaints.
All right. Work on your voice a little bit more. Go in.
If I'm not prepared for Tuesday complaints, why would I be here on Tuesday? You was really talking to Steve a second ago.
All right.
If you had not said work on your voice, I would not have.
All right. You almost
would
there.
have just been talking to Steve.
All right. Well,
I'm not there because it's Tuesday.
I understand, Pastor, but we have
He's
some
over
special...
on Monday.
Yes, but it was a holiday, Pastor. So
just go ahead, Deacon.
All right. Our very own Rev Adnoid is having some health challenges and looking for someone to make him a lace front mustache.
What?
Now, there's a lot of ladies out here who heads are full of lace fronts. We would like some of them to share a small amount for a mustache. Come on, ladies, please help Reverend out.
What?
Oh, man.
Adnoid, you don't have anything to say?
Oh, yes, I'm in need of a mustache. I'm losing my mustache as we speak. Oh, there goes another hair. Anyway, I would like someone to chip in and help me. Oop, they're falling as we speak. Help me with a lace front mustache. That's all I ask. Just a little bit of your lace front.
Your mustache? Why are you
Well, because of health challenges, it's falling out. I think because of the super dye number 74 that I use, it's taking it completely out.
Could we tattoo you one on there?
We could try that, but that super dye 74 is not mustache friendly. Now, it'll make it dark, but your hair will fall out. Yes.
I'll tell you what I'll do, Adnoid. The next time I trim my mustache, I'll say the clippings.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
And the next time I shave my wife's legs, I'll save those clippings too. We gonna get
nobody
you.
want no hair leg on their lip.
Don't, Harry, don't speak for me. Do not speak for me.
And Pastor, if you trim your mustache, we can make a whole wig for Adnoid.
I trim my mustache and cut it off. I'm gonna be over here looking like a baboon.
Don't say that.
I trim my mustache. I look just like Rafiki.
Ignorant show.
All right, coming up next at 34 after the hour, trending sports news. NBA Finals are set, people. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Junior, what you got? NBA Finals.
Game 1 Thursday night. Jay, Tommy, in
Yeah.
Toronto.
It's over with.
Kevin Durant is out for the start of the finals. But the real question is, what is Golden State going to do about Kawhi Leonard and Drake? Can anybody?
Drake will not sit down, boy.
He will not sit down.
Hey, man, you know what? I don't
him.
understand why
cheerleader.
everybody's upset about Drake.
I'm not.
He's a fan.
That's all he's doing.
Dog,
fan.
that's all he doing. I like the dude's love for the he from up there. That's his team. He pulling for him. Everybody, he need to sit down. Man, they're in Milwaukee. They stopped selling his music.
Certain
Right.
haters.
They wouldn't even play it.
What?
They
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dog.
they banned
Man,
it.
that's just damn ridiculous. The dude is a fan. He having a good ass time. He's
Let him have a
supporting his
good
team.
time. Right.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. Half
Wow,
the
they
people
stopped
mad
selling
because
his
they damn team ain't in it.
There you go, right there.
Yeah, now they mad about that.
Well,
Who you got?
What you think?
Well, ass whooping will make you hate stuff. It really will.
We
it
gonna
brings
take
it
it.
out. It brings it out.
We taking your
If we get a
music.
strong enough whooping.
Well, look, man,
What?
I just don't see nobody whipping Golden State because when Durant isn't on the team, they are a well-oiled team machine, man. Just a team
Warriors.
machine.
Oh yeah. They
Now,
great.
when it's the Warriors is playing with Kevin Durant, it's the Durant show. But man, when he's not playing there, boy, they move
It's
that
an
ball
ensemble,
around.
man.
They cutting. It's crazy to watch, man.
And
And
Draymond is
then
running point
Draymond
forward.
Green
Yeah.
becomes an MVP player.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's like a point forward, and he
What
is
you
out there
think?
making plays.
So who you got? You
5
got Golden
games, 6
State?
games. What y'all think?
I'd love to see a 7-game series, but
I don't see it.
Now, you need all the Golden State to twist their ankle. Then if you trying to you
Every
ain't
single
gonna
player.
You need everybody on the team twist their
I
ankle.
mean, you know.
The coach, everybody.
3 of them for sure.
Clay,
Steph, and KD all need to roll their ankle.
Yeah.
Well, KD
Can I
is
just-
out though. Is he out?
Can I just say this about the playoffs?
Hmm.
Is Charles Barkley gonna need his own table in a minute because
He's spreading, huh, Jay?
he's huge.
I like Charles, man.
I mean, I do
Charles,
too,
you
but
all right?
he's huge.
Charles, you all right?
First of all, I've been eating. Come on. You know, I've been having. We at the game. They got popcorn. They got hot dogs. I'm eating that. They got nachos. I go down there third quarter get nachos. They got everything down there. You gonna get wide. I mean, look where you at. We down in Golden State. They got good barbecue, Korean barbecue down there. They got regular ribs. They got steaks. They got sausage.
Asian ribs. They got donuts.
They got Cajun ribs. They got everything. You gonna get big if you keep sitting around these stadiums. Charles. They got everything there. Mr. Wiggins, he got a barbecue stand up there. Harold got a hamburger stand up there. Huh?
When's the last time you buttoned your coat and sat down?
I have not buttoned this coat since I started playing for Philly.
Oh my God.
Then, them cheesesteaks I used to get after every game. That's when I had buttoned all. I ain't buttoned it since then.
That's when it started.
So,
Yeah,
Charles,
you know-
who you predicting, Charles? Who gonna win this fight?
I'm predicting they got some more barbecue at these games. They got more ribs. They got more sausages. Kenny know they got sausage. Shaggy know they got Ernie. They all know. So that's what I think is gonna happen. I
Charles.
really don't even care about the
Charles.
game. Huh?
Charles, do you have food under the table while you're doing the commentary?
I have food not only under the table, but I pulled a Subway out my shoe last week. Ate that right then on commercial break. But I really, my cholesterol level good though, so I'm gonna keep going.
Thanks, Charles. Thanks.
No problem.
Oh, I love it.
I had some Kobe beef with Kobe the other day. He got Kobe beef. I had Kobe beef with Kobe yesterday. today, so we good. We good.
All right. Thank
May
you,
the
Charles.
best team win.
Thank you.
Love
The
you,
nephew coming up with a prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, you're never too old to get played. Ooh. Yeah. But right now, the nephew in the building with today's prank phone call. What do you have for us today, Neff?
The Repo Man.
Oh, wow.
Repo Man. Anybody had their car repo? Anybody on this show?
Yes.
Hell had a
Yeah.
car?
Yeah.
Repo?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Repo Man, here it is. Let's run it, cat.
Hello?
I'm trying to reach a please.
This him?
How are you? My name is Robert. I'm with the collection agency. You do own a Sierra 2003 GMC truck, am I correct?
Yep.
Okay, we don't show that we've had any payments within the last, I guess, about 3, close to 4 months now. And we want to try and stop having to come in and repossess it. Maybe we give you a chance to bring your payment in, but we haven't had a payment from you in about 4 months, sir.
No, I just want to pay my truck note. I had changed from financial. I'm with the other bank. I don't remember them no more. Yeah, I've been paying on time. It's direct deposit from my account. I ain't worried about that.
Well, I'm with they've turned you over to us. I'm with collection agency, and we haven't gotten anything from. I don't show any paperwork here on the computer at all that we've had any payments made within the last 4 months. So that's why they.
No, I've been paying it. And I don't know how they turned it over to y'all without my permission. They can't never turn my titles and my truck over to y'all and pay y'all. I don't even know y'all.
Well, I understand that, sir. What happens is if you haven't paid it in a certain amount of time, it actually comes over to the collection agency, and that's what they've done. They've actually sent it over to us. And they've given us pretty much all the information on you. I guess it's a goldish type of color Sierra 2003 GMC truck, from my understanding. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's my truck.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to need from you today, Jeremy, is for you to come in and make a payment to us this evening for 4 months, so we can so we don't have to come in and repossess your truck. And I don't want to have to do that, but if I have to send a wrecker out there to you, I have your address on file as well. I don't want to have to send anybody out to pick it up.
Hey, hold on, partner. Slow down. Y'all not coming to get my truck, and I'm not paying y'all for no 4 months. I've been paying my truck no on time every month. That's a done deal.
Sir, I don't want to get in a back and forth with you, but I'm telling you exactly how it's going to go. Now, I'll come out there and repossess it myself, but I'm telling you.
Look, partner. Slow down. Look, that's not even where we gotta go with that. You don't need to be screaming and fussing and chaotic and come get it yourself and all that stuff. You ain't with my truck. That's gonna be that.
All right, wait, hang on. Let's back up, because I'm a man just like you're a man. What do you mean it's gonna be that? What are you saying? What are you saying to me, son? I'm
telling you. Look, son. Look, I'm telling you that I pay my truck note and that's a final. I don't know who you is.
Well, I've already stated to you before. I'm with agency, and let's get one thing straight. You don't tell me, I tell you. Now,
hey, dude, calm down. We're on the phone. It don't make no sense talking, over the phone and whatnot. You can come get the truck. My truck right here at work. I'm right here. You can come try to get my truck. You can come over here.
Sure, I'm already aware of where you work and the whole 9 yards. Now, I'm trying to be as cordial with you as I can. Now, you can.
You're not being cordial. You talking about coming get my truck when I told you I'd be paying my. So, you should have dropped down and be like, all right, I'm going to check with somebody else and make sure I'm right. And then call me back.
I'm telling you, you haven't paid anything. That's what I'm telling you. I've got it listed on the computer. You've been turned over to an agency, and you haven't done it. You haven't done a thing.
Well, you stupid. You wasting your breath screaming and hollering over the phone like that, because that ain't going to do me or you no good. You ain't getting no money from me, and you ain't coming my truck. Well, matter of fact, you could come on my truck. I'm going to be at my truck and I'm going to wait on you. What time you going to be there?
It doesn't make any difference, sir. You're going to get repossessed tonight. If I don't get 4 months payment, definitely. If I don't get 4 months payment brought into me, collection agency, your truck will be taken care of.
Hold on. Listen, man, hold on. First I thought you were with me. You kind of serious. Go with my truck. Hey, look, stop screaming at me over this phone, partner.
You quit cursing at me. That's what's wrong.
You, man. Man, you got me twisted. Look, my truck parked right outside. You can come over here and get it. I'll be sitting on there waiting for you.
Look, you know what? I'm at the point I don't give a about this job. I'm ready to come kick your. That's what I'm ready to do. Call him back, Cat. don't need a little scared hanging up the phone. You stand here like a man and you handle your problems.
Hey, hold on. I'm at work. I can't be dealing with that man. I gotta go back to work, bro. You stop calling my phone.
I'm at work, too, doing my job the same way you're doing yours.
Hey, well, make your money. Do your job. Come get the truck.
I got one more thing I want to say to you before you go. Are you listening?
Man, I'm listening. What you say, partner?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by
out of here. No, you got all my teeth trembling in man.
You all right, man?
No, I'm not all right. I'm on top of this roof, man. I'm talking to my coworker. I'm upset. Yeah, you got me about to jump on this roof trying to get to my truck.
She told me, man. She said, that boy loved that truck.
Yeah, that's my truck, man. That's my only transportation, man. That's too much for the work.
I hear you. Hey, man.
Oh, man, you got my fingers. Yeah, you got it, bro. You got it pretty good.
Hey, I gotta ask you, man. Tell me, brother, what is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
Oh, no doubt. Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Repo Man.
Hey, man, can I tell you something?
Yes, sir.
What's up,
I had a repo man actually tell me one time. He said, kid, you the best I've ever hunted for in my 25 years of repoing cars.
You're a
You was moving
genius.
that car?
He said, you the best. You're the best I've ever hunted
Gave
for.
it to you.
And I'm going to get you one day. But
How long you went, dog?
3 years.
3?
Would I
Whoa.
get what?
3 years without a single payment.
I was getting ready to say, did you
do
pay
that,
any
Steve?
notes, Steve?
Where
No.
were you parking this car?
Hey, dog, out the state. I was home.
Oh, they looking in Cleveland.
No, they was looking in Cleveland. I come there now and then. That told me, though, said, you the best. Yeah. Yeah, that car. Now, the first car they tried to repo, I hid it for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I finally got the money and paid it before they got it. But I hid that one for 8 months. I had some cold moves, man. I would park in a partner's garage down the street. I would park behind the grocery store 16 blocks away, take my bike off the bike rack, and then ride it home. Then I'd ride back down to my car in the morning. One time the dude followed me on the bike. He said, I know you riding to a car. He followed me on the bike, but I knew who he was by then. I stopped at the light. He was behind me. I just turned around on my bike and said, hey, man, I'm not finna take you to my car. I'm just telling you that right now.
You just told him.
I'm not finna take you to my car.
3
Wow.
years, Steve?
Yeah.
3 years is a long time.
That's a long
Yeah,
time.
I'm the greatest, man, for real.
The greatest.
Yeah.
The goat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm responsible for a lot of stuff. You know that sign you see on the gas pumps, pay before you pay before you pump?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm the reason that sign
What-
exists today.
What do you mean?
Yeah, in
You
the
stole some
late
gas, that's
80s
what it
and
mean.
90s, yeah, I stole gas. I was homeless. Yeah,
Stealing it.
yeah. I created that sign.
And you're proud.
I apologize to people for it all the time.
Wow.
That's why he can't run for nothing, right?
No, rules have changed. Look who we have in there now.
Oh, that's true.
No,
That's
no,
true.
no. He can run and win.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
convinced.
No.
I'm convinced.
Well, you know the rules are different for us, so.
Yeah, this is true. All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, you're never too old to get played. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, on sex, on dating, on parenting, on work, more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one today, okay?
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, you're never too old to get played. Dear Stephen Shirley, I have dated a man for the past several months, and you will not believe what happened over the holiday weekend. He told me that he had plans to go out of town with his buddies since we had a long weekend. He said his phone service might be sketchy while he was driving, so he would call me when he could. He left town Thursday morning and everything was cool until Friday morning at 9 a.m. when he called me. I was surprised to hear from him, but he sounded a lot different. He asked me, "Hey, Cynthia, can you do me a favor?" I replied, "Yes, what is it?" He asked me if I could speak to someone that is very special to him named Bridget. He said he needed me to tell Bridget that he and I are just friends and we've been out to dinner once and that was it. So Bridget got on the phone and said hello. I asked her why she wanted to talk to me. Was it to find out what's really going on with me and this man? She said yes, tell her everything. So I told her that we are not in a relationship, but we have had a lot of great sex, and he was just in my bed on Thursday morning before he left town. Okay. Bridget had the phone on speaker, and I could hear him in the background saying I was lying. I hung up after that, and I was in total shock. This man is 64 years old, and he's still playing games. I feel bad for being so rude to Bridget, but it's not her fault. Women get played all the time. He texted me to say that he would deal with me when he got back to town.
That's right.
I'm no fool, but I do want to hear what he has to say. Should I hear him out or just move on and let him and Bridget deal with these issues? Yeah, you just answered your own question. Yeah, move on and let him and Bridget deal with these issues because obviously he and Bridget have some kind of relationship going on. He said she was very special to him. Yeah, if he put her on the phone to talk to you, it is very special, okay? It is very, very special, and I hope you know that. You're the one that's getting played here, okay? He's 64 years old. Yes, he's still playing games. Why are you feeling so bad for Bridget when he's with her? I think you got it twisted, okay? I mean, your first clue was when he said his phone service might be sketchy while he's driving. He's going away for the weekend. Your radar should have went off. A red flag should have gone up. When he called you and said, "Hey, Cynthia, can you do me a favor? Could you speak to someone very special to him named Bridget?" I mean, none of this was clicking with you. Yeah, let him go. Move on with your life, girl. Don't allow him to play you any longer. You left a lot out of this letter, I'll tell you that. Bridget, who is she? Did you find out who she was to him? And what are you to him? You guys have only been dating for the past several months, so it's obvious not very serious. Again, you've answered your own question. You don't have to hear him out. You don't need to hear what he has to say. It's obvious. Bridget is special to him. You're not. Move on. Let him and Bridget deal with these issues. Steve?
All right, let me just clear something up with this letter before we get too far down the road. When he left town Thursday, everything was cool until Friday morning at 9 a.m. when he called me. I was surprised to hear from him. He asked me, "Hey, Cynthia, can you do me a favor?" I said, "Yes, what is?" He asked me if I could speak to someone that's very special to him named Bridget. He said he needed me to tell Bridget that he and I are just friends and we've been out to dinner once and that was it. Mm-hmm. Now, let's understand something. He didn't just put Bridget on the phone. Don't nobody do that. He had to put Bridget on the phone because Bridget found something in his phone and said, "Who the hell is Cynthia?" Mm. That's the only way this man called you with the woman right there. It's the only, if she don't mean nothing to you, prove it. Call her. And that's how you got a phone call. Let's not be stupid here. Let's not be naive. Let's not get played. He put Bridget on the phone because he told Bridget y'all was just friends. When he put you on the phone, though, he even gave you instructions as to what he wanted you to do. Mm. He said he needed you to tell Bridget that him and you just friends.
Wow.
And y'all went out to dinner one time, and that was it. That's what he asked you to tell him. But oh no.
She went in, didn't she?
That ain't what. See, now when we come back, we're going to get down to the bottom of the letter. He said, he texted me to say that he would deal with me when he got back in town.
What?
I'm no fool, but I want to hear what he has to say. Girl, what?
Right.
I'm going to give you two things he going to say right away. Hey, really, I thank you for your support. It really meant a lot to me that you would step up to the plate for me. But then you going to do what the second half of this conversation going to be? That is not what I asked you to say.
You know it.
I asked your ass.
Hold
Just
that thought.
dinner one time. What is up?
Hold that thought, Steve, okay? We'll have
you
part
wrong
2.
for that.
We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject of today's Strawberry Letter, you're never too old to get played. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, you're never too old to get played.
You know, this woman, I don't know how old she is, but the dude she dating is 64. He had to go out of town with some buddies. He said his phone service going to be sketchy. So he'll call you when he... These is 24-year-old lines he using at 64. I'm going with some friends, but look here, baby. Phone service going to be sketchy while I'm driving. How you know that?
How you know? Right.
But so I'll talk to you when I get back. Thursday morning, everything was cool. Friday morning, 9 a.m., when he called me, I was surprised to hear from him. See, you wasn't even looking to hear from him. He was not even going to call you this weekend. But see, she found something in the phone. Mm-hmm. He wasn't even going to call you. That's why he told you it was going to be sketchy. He'll call you when he can. She found something in the phone. That's why when he called you, he sounded different. Then he said, hey, Cynthia.
One more time.
Hey, Cynthia. Any other time, hey, babe.
Uh-huh.
What's up, sweetie?
Hey, girl.
Hey, baby girl, what's happening? Mm-hmm. This time it was your government name. Uh-huh. Hey, Cynthia. Can you do me a favor?
What you need?
I need you to speak to somebody that's very special to me. Her name Bridget, and she right here. I want you to tell Bridget that me and you, we just friends. And we've been out to dinner once, and that was it.
Yeah, okay. Put her on the phone.
So I'm going to put Bridget on the phone.
I got it.
And say hello.
I got it.
Okay.
Let me talk to her.
Hello?
Hey, Bridget, how you doing?
Do you want to talk to me?
Yeah, I want to talk to you. I want to get this all out. So we grown folks, let's get grown folk stuff out. That's what grown folks do.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening. I'm grown.
I don't know what he told you. I have no idea what he told, but what he told me to tell you is that we just went out one time. That's a damn lie. That is a damn lie.
Oh, hell
okay.
Oh, Cynthia.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
hell no. Why she up here tripping like that?
No, ain't nobody tripping. I know what you asked me to do, but I'm going to put the truth out there because God is my witness.
No.
God is my witness.
You gonna lie?
Yeah. I heard what you said.
What?
I heard what you said. Tell her we only went out one time.
That's all. One time. What you finna say?
I'm finna tell her every day. You just left my bed. The bed ain't made up.
What bed?
What bed?
I don't even make up no beds.
Negro, you was in my bed, okay?
Why would I be in your bed and I got a bed?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Father God. Oh,
I don't do other beds. I just sleep with Bridget. Bridget,
I'm getting hot sweats now because this fool is just lying.
See, I don't even fool with nobody to get hot sweat.
What? Yes, you do.
I don't even fool with nobody to get hot sweats. Bridget, listen to me. Don't even pay her no damn attention. She been trying to get at me. Bridget, she been trying to get at me. She been trying to get at me for the longest. And I've been
get at you?
How special you were. Why you think I put you on the phone with her?
Oh, Jesus, Cynthia. Father God.
Cynthia. Cynthia.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. What you want?
Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, come on now. Bridget crying.
Let her cry. Who give a damn about her crying?
I care. I told you she was special to me. See, there you go again.
Okay,
there
how
you
about
go
this?
again.
Raise your hands if you give a damn if she crying. No hands up over here.
Ain't no hands up over here.
You know something? You know, I thought our friendship was something special. But I said, I'm going to have to deal with you. Me and you, we not finna be friends. No more. Not after this. No more. No more. I don't even need friends like you.
I am crushed.
You ain't even being friendly. Got her over here crying and everything. Bridget, what? Bridget, don't bust no more damn windows, baby. What you all out in the car for busting windows? I just told you we was friends. She tripping.
Have a nice life, old dude.
No, Hey, Cynthia, hold on. She outside. Hey, Cynthia, she just snatched all the spark plugs out of the car. You finna pay for all this when I get back. This my boy's wife. This his wife.
Just lying. You
ain't got the lie, Chris.
He thinking me and my dude messing with the same girl. It ain't even true. Man, you tripping. You gonna have to pay me for these spark plugs. She done busted all the windows. Now we gonna be freezing coming back to town. Man, damn, Cynthia, you don't know no game. We was just playing with you. Damn, now we get back, I gotta get my car fixed. What you cooking Sunday?
Don't bring that over here.
All right, listen, guys, you can email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM, or you can check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up at 46 after the hour, Comedy Roulette. We're going to play a little Comedy Roulette
Dun, dun, dun.
right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, time for Comedy Roulette. Today's categories are things you say to people to help you move, lies men tell to get out of the house, lies women tell to get out of the house.
Ooh, either one.
And lastly, stuff white people say to black people that they think is really cool. All right?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Let's spin the wheel.
Spun it.
Okay.
Come on.
Me ain't getting out the house. Come on, live.
Yeah.
Women.
Let's go.
Oh, it stopped at stuff white people say to black people that they think is really cool.
Let's get right into it. All right, here we go. Oh, we just sliced up a whole lot of watermelon. I'm sure you like it.
That's an ass whooper.
Come on, Junior.
So, do all of you all know the hip hop thing?
Wow.
All of y'all know hip hop, don't you?
Things white people say to black people that they think is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I really want my lips to look like yours. Really do.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Steve.
Hey, Biggie wasn't small at all.
Steve.
Stuff white people say to black people that they think is really cool.
I don't really mean to be out of line, but could I just touch your ass? Just touch it, that's all.
What?
So foul.
Go ahead, Junior.
Come on,
So let me ask you something. I don't really know you guys that well, but do you all have chicken farms?
Ooh.
Hey, dude, listen, if you ever really want it, I can teach you how to swim.
I love it.
Stuff white people say to black people that they think is really cool. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, I'll tell you, this first lady doesn't compare to yours.
Oh.
Okay.
I know.
That was a deep one.
Yeah.
So let me get this right. You went to college, but not on a basketball scholarship?
Oh.
Really?
Wow.
All right, Steve. Close it out, Steve.
Hey,
Who's the daddy? Yeah.
I'll just tell you, I'm perfectly fine with another African American president. Perfectly fine.
Yeah. Not in this life.
I didn't have a problem with the one we had.
All right, thanks, guys. Coming up at the top of the hour, who encouraged you to shave your bald head? Or your balding head at that time. We'll find out at the top of the hour right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, John Travolta has been bald for a few months now, and he said
He been bald longer than that.
Yeah.
No, what you ain't gonna do is lie now.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna lie,
John. Come on, John.
He not gonna lie to us. We bald-headed, okay?
But he became friends with Pitbull, and all of you guys who do this have got to stick together, Mm-hmm. John Travolta recently said on Jimmy Kimmel Live, he said all of us guys who shave our heads have to stick together. So both he and his family encouraged it, he said. So, guys, I got to ask you guys, with the exception of you, Junior, what convinced you
Wait,
to
hold up. Whoa.
He can talk.
Oh, he
Junior's
and
not-
Ralph.
Oh,
He and Ralph.
He's being called.
He'll be here shortly.
He might not have his hand in there.
No.
You damn sure, boy.
But somebody calling me down there.
In other words, we can sit on the porch and wait for him because he coming home.
Yeah, he on his way.
So I got to ask you guys.
Brushing his hair is taking less and less time.
Steve.
Junior,
Oh, man.
hang on to the curls, Junior. You know,
Curls.
girls like the curls. You know that.
Curl.
Or waves, whatever.
You got waves, man.
Waves,
You got
yeah.
good grade hair.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he does have good hair.
Y'all, see, Tommy, you ain't tall enough to see what I see.
I see Junior hair.
You ain't tall enough. See, you see waves. I see. I see vastness.
He said, I see
So what convinced you guys to shave?
Well,
your
for me,
hair?
it was my wife.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I
yeah,
remember that day.
Steve.
Woo.
Yeah.
Shirley and them came to my house. Her and Noni walked in. Didn't say nothing. I'm just bald-headed. Didn't say a damn thing.
You sent me the video. I liked it. It was
He called me. I was on bed rest, and he said, I shaved my. I said, no, you didn't. He sent me a picture.
Yeah.
I didn't fight it long, Jay.
No, you.
Oh, you didn't?
No. I was mid-20s. I didn't fight it long.
Mid-20s?
Yeah,
No, I
mid-
saw.
Yeah.
He said the
Tommy
same thing.
started losing his hair when he about 9.
No, I didn't know that. Stop
Little
that.
Tommy 9. Stupid.
You know who made it look cool, though? Michael Jordan made it look cool.
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Jordan made it
Start.
look cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's true
And
talk.
one more person. George Wallace's mama with that goatee, man, it was classy the way she rocked it.
I hate him. I hate him with everything
Telly
in me.
Savalas made it look cool back
Yeah,
then.
he did. He did.
Wow, Kojak, yeah. Who told you, Jay?
I looked in the mirror and the
Your
top
hair
was
tells you, Shirley.
The
Your
hair
hair
tells you. And the top, Shirley, it was really smooth, like really. And if you could wear a hat, you could get away with it. You know, as doing comedy, you could just keep a hat on stage. And then, it just got to where I'm charging myself for a half of a haircut or paying for a half a damn haircut. And I'm like, just shave it off.
Ask Junior.
It's a fight. Yeah.
As
No,
Junior.
Junior's
who?
not in that club
Ask
yet,
Junior.
guys.
Oh,
Junior
okay.
has...
Junior paying for half a
You
haircut.
got?
Well, if you don't think
What,
the
Carla?
thoughts is on his mind.
Steve, you told me to ask Junior.
Wait, I love this question.
I probably about 2 years.
Nah.
Steve, you agree?
Nah, he out now. He on.
No, he still got
He
some
out
hair.
now.
But wait a
He still got
minute.
some
It
hair.
take time to realize.
Oh,
Man,
you're
ride
saying
your
he's
waves
holding
out,
on
man.
to it? And he should just shave it off?
He let it go. You seen Tiger?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Tiger Woods?
Yeah.
Tiger need to just come on.
Yeah.
dog.
Well, do you
Tiger
think...
need to let it go. I just saw him at the poker tournament this weekend with Westbrook.
Just go on and shave it.
There's some come on brothers out there. There's some come on now.
But aren't there guys that
LeBron
really
gonna
hate
have
to
to
part
come
with
on.
it because of the shape of their head?
It don't matter.
LeBron is in
gonna
the
have
come
to
on.
No, he got to come on.
LeBron got to
Come on, dog. All right, listen. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at about 20 minutes after the hour, right after
I don't
this.
care how much money you got either.
Don't do it yet, Junior. Hang on, Junior. Hang on.
You don't give a damn.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, when we left off, we were talking about when did you guys realize it was time to shave your hair off? And
Bald.
yeah, bald completely.
Question.
Steve Jr. Tommy, Tommy J, and Junior still has his hair.
He said he had about 2
Well,
years.
Probably about 2 years.
You got about 2 years. You got 2
So
years.
20,
You
20.
got 2 years or either
21.
a woman.
Got 2 years on my hair.
2
I got
years
about 2.
or either a woman. One of
What
the
do you mean
two.
a woman? To
Well,
tell
your woman will tell you.
A woman
Baby.
will tell you, let it
Yes,
go.
Baby.
She would tell you, come on in.
Come on,
Come on in.
In the room.
Stop buying. Buy a small hair oil.
Yeah, yeah. And chemo will take your damn hair too. I ain't waiting on that. My mustache, eyebrows, earwax, everything gonna be gone.
Oh, everything?
When I say everything, it will be
That
gone.
too?
Not,
That too?
Yes, that too. Well, now the question is, do I shave it now or I wait on chemo?
No, go on shave. Go on shave.
I would say shave your mustache so it could be of your own will and do it.
Just go get your whole face waxed.
Steve is trying to have a serious moment with Jay, too. Not on this show.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But I never know when he gonna say something ignorant. So it's
That's
coming.
every
I know
day.
it's
I don't know when you. What is you waiting on?
shave it off.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show trending
Come
news
on,
coming up
Junior.
at 33 after
Walk
the hour.
towards the light.
Right after this.
Come on, Junior. It's gonna be all right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, the 2019 Steve Harvey Sand and Soul Festival it's going down October 10th through the 14th. Where, Steve? Tell them.
In hot, splendid Punta Cana, Dominican of the Republic.
This is true. This is true. Events include party at Sea Day Cruise, okay? Showtime at the Apollo.
That's a party during the daytime on the boat,
Yeah.
Shirley.
Showtime
Don't
at the
need
Apollo.
cash. Showtime at the Apollo where they boo.
Well, they boo. You can't sing, they gonna boo you.
They gonna boo.
A foam pool party.
Never been.
Love that.
Oh, we kicked it. We had fun.
Yeah, we had a good time. Come on, Junior, tell us about the comedy show.
On there's Jay, Tony Roberts, and myself will be doing the Tears of Joy comedy show. Where at, Unc?
In hot Punta Cana.
Yeah. Hot Punta Cana, all you can eat, drink for free, 24-hour room service, limitless resort credits, and a 24-hour casino where you can see Steve Harvey all day.
All
and where,
day.
Unc?
In hot Punta Cana.
Over 1,000 rooms sold already. This event, I'm telling you people, this event will sell out.
Yeah, it
Reserve
will.
your room now. Go
Great
to Steve
Father's
Harvey.
Day gift.
Yeah, go to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com or you can call 800-684-2825. We will see you in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic.
No,
Every
it's not
day.
Punta Cana. It's hot. Super hot Punta Cana.
That's how you
Every
say it.
day.
Dominican Republic. Jay, shut up if you're
I'm gonna
not
finish
coming.
this. I'm coming. I'll be there, but I just
Well,
want to
you
say that.
hopefully you'll be there this year
I'm
because you
gonna-
promised last year and you didn't
I'll
come.
be there. I'll be there. Every daddy wants some hot Punta Cana for Father's Day.
October 10th through the 14th. It is going down, baby. Sand and Soul, Steve Harvey, sandandsoul.com.
Such a deplorable analogy.
800-684-2825. All right, guys, it's time for today's entertainment news and Memorial Day weekend box office report. While the movie Aladdin, it stars Will Smith. Man, he's such a superstar. He owns the Memorial Day weekend, doesn't he? I mean, he really does.
He killed it.
Well,
He killed it.
he took a magic carpet ride at the top of the box office, people. The live-action adaptation of the 1992 animated film earned $112.7 million. Did you hear me? Over the four-day Memorial Day weekend. That easily beat Disney's projection of 75 to 85 million. I would say so. Number 2, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, 31 million. Number 3, Avengers Endgame, still in the top 3, $22.3 million. So there you go for the weekend.
Man, he's really smart with picking movies.
Uh-huh.
He's really, really good at that,
Yeah.
man. I gained total respect for Will Smith when he did Ali. I did not think
Academy Award nomination for this.
he crushed Ali.
Coming up, our last break of the day and some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey. Coming up at 49 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are. Last break of the day on this Tuesday. You have some closing remarks for us. I know you do.
Yeah. I've been talking to you all a few times about this thing that I've started doing every morning, this morning meditation. It's a series of things I do. You don't have to do it. Everybody has to pick their own way to go about it. I just decided because of a scripture that I read, Psalms 5 and 3. And Psalms 5 and 3, it just talks about in the morning. It just talks about when you talk to God in the morning, you're asking him to hear your voice. And then after you ask him to hear your voice of everything you pray and talk to him about, ask him, show gratitude, you wait in expectation of all these things to happen in your life. You know, nothing. Look, everything you ask for not going to happen today. But you spend your day in expectation that God is going to do something to move you closer to your goals, your dreams, your visions, and especially to him. But what I have learned about this morning meditation, and it has brought about a peace in my life that I've never had before. I'm just sharing it with everybody because I'd like for you all to try it. Look, they got these daily inspiration books all over the place. The one I got is called Enjoying Peace in His Presence by Sarah Young. It's just a 365-day devotional. You can pick any one you want. You know how they have the little message of the day, and then they back it up with a couple of scriptures. And look, man, I'm not being religious with you at all because your faith doesn't matter to me. I'm just talking about a method, this morning meditation. And what I do is, what it does is after I get through meditating and I say the Lord's Prayer and I read my little daily inspiration, I got a Bible app and I do my verse of the day and then I go look it up in the Bible and I look it up in the New Living Testament so I can understand the real words. And before I close out, I pull out my list of everything that I'm thanking God for, which is a full sheet of paper. And then I have a second sheet of paper, that's stuff I'm asking God for, which is another full sheet of paper. What I've learned in this meditation is that it has given me a peace that has transcended my intellect. And what I mean by that is what I've discovered was happening to me, and it might be happening to a lot of you, is when most of your mental energy goes into trying to figure everything out, which I can't tell you how much of my morning. I used to wake up in the morning and began to try to figure everything out. When you're trying to figure it out, the peace that God can really give you, you're not capable of receiving that because you're in the way with your mindset. See, you're so busy trying to figure it out that you don't leave room for God. And what God does, God kind of looks in your head and probably looking at all these thoughts spinning around and round and going nowhere and accomplishing nothing. And all the while, this peace that he has for me had been kind of hovering over my head, searching for a place to land. But I wasn't giving his peace a place to land in my head because I had it so jumbled up with thoughts of how to figure it out, what I'm going to do, who should I call, what should I say, how do I respond? And for the past month, I've stopped doing that. All of a sudden, it just gave me an incredible peace that he had been trying to give to me for years. I wish I had learned this a long time ago, but maybe it can help you out the way it's helped me. But I guess we all learn stuff as we go along. You know, we are all slowly becoming the person that we should have been a long time ago. I also learned of late that it takes your entire life to find out everything there is to find out about yourself. To be who you really are, it takes your entire life. This person that I've become has become a person more at peace. As all the controversy and things swirl around me, God has given me a real calmness in the eye of the hurricane. And we all can be the center of the hurricane if we just refuse to step out in the swirl that's around us. And it's all around us. It's relative to who you are. Some swirls appear bigger than other swirls because of the level you've reached in life. Some people, I might look over there and go, man, that ain't nothing. But in their world, it could be everything. It could be monumentous. So who am I? Because it's all relative as to where we are. You know, we all got our different crosses to bear. But the one thing I've learned about this morning meditation has given me a peace beyond my intellect. And it has caused me to just have a calmness that I haven't had in a long time. And I don't have to respond to everything, because everything that somebody's saying about you and everything that somebody's doing towards you that's meant for evil, that ain't your business. And don't make it yours. Don't even worry about it. Those people have no idea that God's ways are as high above the earth as the heavens. They have no idea. They just operating in their own little cocoon thinking they stirring up something because they got some likes or something like that. Hey, y'all, don't get in that. Don't worry about them people. If you love God and you a child of his, he's working on your behalf, even when it look like it's a mess out there. All you got to do is stay at the eye of the hurricane. Don't get in the swirl. Don't go out there. If you stay centered in him, he'll give you a peace that transcends all your intellect. That's what the morning meditation has done for me. I would invite you all to try it yourself. All right? That's it today. Those are my closing remarks.
Drop it like it's hot.
It's already dropped.
Ooh, yes.
Good one.
There it is.
Have a great weekend.
Just got back.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.